The admiral who said no. Something disturbing and unprecedented is happening inside the United States military, and it begins with one man, Admiral Alvin Holsey, the commander of U.S. Southern Command, suddenly stepping down, not at the end of his term, not after a planned transition, but forced out 1 year into a 3-year assignment, and now we finally know why. According to explosive new reporting, Admiral Holsey refused to follow orders that many legal experts, lawmakers, and even former military officers say may violate U.S. and international law. Here's what the American public wasn't told. Back in September, the U.S. carried out airstrikes against suspected drug smuggling boats in the Caribbean. We were told it was routine, part of the larger fight against narco-trafficking, but the truth was much darker. The first strike left survivors shipwrecked clinging to debris, and according to multiple sources, a second strike was ordered, a strike allegedly intended to, quote, kill everybody, shipwrecked, unarmed, incapacitated, finished off. When the admiral saw the footage, he reportedly challenged the legality of the operation. He raised concerns. He asked questions. He did what responsible commanders are supposed to do. And for that he was pushed out. Behind closed doors, Pete Hegseth, now leading the Department of Defense, allegedly delivered an ultimatum. You're either on the team or you're not. When you get an order, you move fast, you don't ask questions. That wasn't leadership. That was intimidation. That was a warning, and it sent a message down the entire chain of command. Loyalty is worth more than legality. Silence is worth more than truth. Lying members of Congress viewed the strike footage. One Democratic lawmaker described it as one of the most horrifying things he has ever seen in public service. Republicans on the Armed Services Committee are outraged as well because the law is clear. Attacking shipwreck survivors is illegal under U.S. policy, under the laws of war, under every standard of human decency. Meanwhile, the administration's story keeps changing. First, the strikes never happened. Then they happened, but no unlawful order was given. Then the details were classified. Now lawmakers say the American public is being misled. And here's the part they really don't want you to hear. Families in Trinidad say an innocent fisherman was killed. 2 survivors were quietly repatriated to Colombia and Ecuador with no charges, no evidence, no trial. If they were criminals, they would have been prosecuted. Instead, they were released because nobody even knew who they were. This wasn't justice. This was chaos. This was cover-up. Admiral Holsey tried to stop it. He tried to follow the law, and they removed him for it. As this scandal grows, veterans are speaking out. Members of Congress are demanding transparency, and the American people are left asking, what kind of nation are we becoming when the people who stand up for the law are the ones punished? If the truth threatens the administration, if accountability is treated as betrayal, if loyalty means obeying orders you know are wrong, then our democracy is in danger not just overseas, but within our own institutions. This story is far from over, and the more they try to hide, the more determined the truth becomes.